Hey guys, and welcome to today's yoga flow. Today we're going to do a lovely hip and hamstring yoga flow. So when you're ready, come in to sit on your mat with your legs cross-legged. Come to close down your eyes. Begin to breathe in and out through your nose. Bringing your inhale even in length with your exhale. Your bum is grounded here to the earth. Your head is being drawn up towards the sky, creating that straight spine. Shoulders down and away from your ears. Relaxing your jaw. Maybe resting your hands on your knees with your palms facing up towards the sky, open to receiving. And just take a moment to arrive here on your mat. Checking in with your body, noticing how it's feeling. Tuning into your sensations. Maybe setting an intention for your class. This can be anything you want it to be. I love myself unconditionally. It can be for self-love, gratitude, success, anything you want it to be. And just reminding yourself of this throughout the class. When you're ready, bringing your feet to touch. You can open your eyes now. Bring your feet to touch if you can. And just shuffling your knees up and down. You might see that your knees are up here. They're way off the ground. Just shuffling your knees up and down. Just noticing how that feels. Breathing, keeping nice controlled breaths. Closing your eyes whenever you want to, just tuning into your body. Continue to pulse your legs, just noticing how it feels, going as quick or as slow as you want. Feeling it in our hip joint area. Couple more breaths here. And you might be able to see that your knees are coming closer down onto the mat, which is great. That's what we want. And when you're ready, you can come to stillness. Imagine your legs are being drawn down onto the mat, holding here for 4 breaths. On every exhale, just trying to sink your legs down deeper onto the mat. Coming with your forearms either if you want to slightly push them down onto the mat. And when you're ready, releasing your legs, bringing that left leg in and bringing that right foot in the crease of your left arm, cradling your leg with your right arm and just going from side to side, just doing nice swaying movements here. Just noticing how that feels in your hip joint. Breathing. And when you're ready, releasing that right foot back down onto the mat. Extend that right leg out to the right hand side. Come with your hips to face that right leg. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, folding over that right leg, grabbing the lower part of your right leg or whatever feels comfortable for you. You don't want to round your back too much, so keeping your chest drawn up. Just keeping that straight spine, bending that right knee if you need to come down deeper. Just doing what feels good for you. Feeling it in your right hamstring. And breathing here for 4 breaths. And when you're ready, releasing the stretch, bending that right knee, bringing that right foot into the inner part of your left leg, bringing your left foot into the crease of your right arm, and just cradling your leg like so, rocking from side to side again, just noticing how this feels in your left hip joint. Breathe in. And when you're ready, releasing that left foot back down onto the mat, extending that left leg out to the left hand side. Come with your hips to face that left leg. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold over, grabbing the lower part of your left leg, bending that left knee if you need to. Keeping your back nice and straight. Staying here for 4 breaths. You just don't want to round your spine too much here. Returning back to center, coming onto your all fours here. Coming with your wrists in line with your shoulders, your knees in line with your hips. Bringing that left leg out into a fire hydrant. Coming around in circular motions with that left hip joint. Nice slow movements. Noticing how it feels. And then maybe going around in the opposite direction. Imagine you're drawing circles with that left hip joint. And then when you're ready, bringing that left leg out into a fire hydrant, extending that left leg out, dropping that left foot down, coming into your side stretch on your inner hamstring. Breathe in here. Maybe lowering down onto your forearms. Feeling that stretch in your inner hamstring, maybe swaying up and down, just noticing what feels good for you and your body. And when you're ready, returning that left foot back in, return that left knee. This time coming back to your all fours, bringing that right leg out into a fire hydrant, coming around in circular motions in one direction. And then maybe going around in the opposite direction. And when you're ready, coming out with that right leg into a fire hydrant, extending that right leg, dropping that right foot down onto the mat, coming into your stretch on your right inner hamstring, Maybe coming down onto your forearms, just doing what feels good for your body. Noticing that stretch on the right inner hamstring and just breathing through any discomfort you may be feeling. Maybe doing slight movements of up and down. And then when you're ready, return that right knee back in. Tucking your toes, lifting your knees, stepping back into your downward facing dog. So pushing up nice and strong through your hands. Your bum is lifted towards the sky. Begin to pedal out here nice and slowly. Continue to breathe. Nice controlled breaths. Noticing how this feels in your hamstrings and in your calf muscles. Doing what movements feel good for you. And when you're ready, bending that right knee, straightening that left leg, feeling a nice stretch in that left leg, that left calf and hamstring. Breathing here for 3 breaths. And then when you're ready, swapping over, so bending that left knee, straightening that right leg. Breathing here for 3 breaths. And when you're ready, pedal out again in your downward facing dog. You might feel like your muscles in your leg are a lot more looser now, a lot more relaxed. And when you're ready, inhale, reaching that right leg up into 3-legged downward facing dog. Bending that right knee, come around in circular motions with that hip joint in one direction. Pushing up nice and strong through your hands. Maybe going around in the opposite direction. And when you're ready, inhale to lengthen, coming back into your 3-legged downward facing dog. Extend that right leg. Exhale, bring that right leg in between your hands. Lowering that left knee down. Untuck your left toes. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, bring your hands to rest on that right leg. Pushing up into your low lunge. Your upper torso is stacked on your hips. Breathe in here for 4 breaths. On every exhale, just sinking deeper into that right hip joint. When you're ready, planting your hands down onto the mat. Come to straighten that right leg, folding over that right leg, coming into your half split here. Breathe, and you can keep a nice bend in that right leg if you need to. And just breathe in here for 4 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, bending back into your low lunge, planting your hands down, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, step back with that left foot to meet the right. Pedal out here for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reaching that left leg up into three-legged downward facing dog this time. Bend that left knee, coming around in circular motions in one direction. Noticing how that feels in your left hip joint. Nice controlled breaths. Imagine you're drawing a circle here. And then maybe going around in the opposite direction. When you're ready on your next inhale, extending that left leg. Exhale, bring that left leg in between your hands on front. Lower the right knee down, untuck the right toes. Inhale, reach your arms up into low lunge. Exhale, bring your hands to rest on your left leg. Stacking your upper torso onto your hips. Breathe in here for 4 breaths. When you're ready, placing your hands onto the mat, straightening out that left leg, coming into your half split here. Breathe in here for 4 breaths. Feeling that stretch in your left hamstring. Maybe keeping a slight bend in that left knee, just doing what feels good for your body. And of course, if this is really sore and painful, do come out. If you just feel a little bit of discomfort, that's okay. You can stay and you can breathe here. Stay here, but if you need to, come out. And when you're ready, bending back into that left knee, coming back into your low lunge, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, step back with that left foot to meet the right, pedal out here for a breath, inhale, and exhale. When you're ready, lowering your knees onto the mat, crossing your legs behind you, come down to sitting, come down to lie on your back. Bending your knees here, keeping your knees in line with your hips. Interlacing your hands behind your right leg. And on our inhale, extending our right leg up towards the sky, point our toes. And exhale, bringing our leg down into a 90-degree angle. And you can release the flex of your foot. Inhale to extend. Exhale to lower. Inhale, extend. Exhale to lower. Inhale to extend. Exhale to lower. Repeating this 4 more times at your own pace. Just noticing how you feel. Nice controlled breaths. And when you're ready, bringing that right leg over the left leg, interlacing your hands behind that left hamstring, drawing that left hamstring in towards your chest. If this feels a bit much for you, you can lower that left foot onto the mat and just apply some pressure with that right hand, or coming with your hands interlaced behind that left leg. And just breathing here for 4 breaths. And when you're ready, exhale, releasing that left foot down onto the mat, releasing that right foot. This time, interlacing your hands behind the left hamstring. Inhale to reach and extend your left leg up towards the sky, pointing your toes. Exhale, bringing your leg down into a 90-degree angle. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend. Exhale to release. Inhale to extend. Exhale to release. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Repeating this 4 more times at your own pace. Flowing with your breath. And when you're ready on your next exhale, bringing that left leg over the right. Maybe applying some pressure with your left hand on your left leg. Or option to interlace your hands behind that right leg, drawing that right leg in towards your chest. Breathing here for 4 breaths. Maybe flexing your left toes, just protecting that left knee joint. And when you're ready, exhale, releasing that right foot back down onto the mat, the left foot to meet it. Hugging your knees in towards your chest. Maybe giving yourself a nice hug here. Reminding yourself of your intention that you set at the beginning of your class. Mine was, I love myself unconditionally. And when you're ready, grabbing your knees with your hands and just come around in circular motions, guiding your knees around in circles. Imagine you're drawing circles with your knees. Noticing how that feels on your lower back and in your hip joints. Maybe going around in the opposite direction. And the next time you bring your knees back together, just grabbing onto your feet, drawing your feet down towards the mat, coming into your happy baby pose, staying here for 6 breaths, maybe rocking from side to side, noticing how this feels in your hips. On every exhale, just releasing any tension you may be feeling. And when you're ready, release your legs down onto the mat. Allow your feet to drop out to the side, relaxing your leg muscles. Bring your arms extended alongside your body with your palms facing up towards the sky. Shoulders down and away from your ears. Just release any controlled breath you may have had. So just allowing your body breathe freely now. Sitting back and observing, noticing what's happening within your body. Tuning into your sensations. And if any thoughts arise, just letting them come up and not giving them any attention, just letting them disappear slowly. Staying here for as long as you want. But when you're ready, you can slowly come up to sitting and opening your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. It'll help my channel grow more than you know. Thank you. Namaste. I hope you have a lovely day.